Story. Let's take a look. Okay, we're just going to move to breaking news. This fire incident, one of the worst seen in the country, and right now the Kerala Special Cabinet is meeting at 10 a.m. to discuss the Kuwait fire. Remember, we just bring you more context on this. Our colleague Shireen is with us right now. Shireen, just bring us more context, please, on what the Cabinet meeting is going to be discussing, which aspects in particular.
Well, 10 a.m. is when the meeting is about to start, and in a few moments from now, the Kerala Cabinet will in fact be holding discussion as far as the Kuwait incident is concerned. Remember, out of these 40 people who have lost their lives in this tragedy, around 11 of the people are from Kerala. They are people who left their homes in Kerala and were working in Kuwait. And out of these 11, only 6 have been able to identify where their homes are, and their families have been informed. The rest of the people are not being able to be identified because of the charred body. It's beyond identifiable is what the Kerala government is saying at this point. And that is why yesterday a letter was in fact written by the Kerala Minister to the MEA Minister Jaishankar, saying that all necessary precautions and all necessary help need to be given to the people there and help in identifying the bodies of the people who belong to Kerala. Now, there are 11 the people who belong to Kerala who have lost their life in this incident. And regarding this, we have also seen that the Kerala government has decided to cancel their annual Kerala Sabha inaugural, which was supposed to take place today, but they have decided to not have any sort of celebration following this tragedy that has taken place. Now at 10 a.m., this cabinet will decide on bringing back the bodies of the people who have lost their life in Kuwait and informing their families, and in case a compensation needs to be given. All this will be discussed in this particular cabinet meeting.
Shireen, thank you. So 11 from Kerala losing their lives in this number. Let's just go over to our colleague Abhishek once again for more details on this entire story. Abhishek, let's take a look though at the larger story. We know that India already offers a Pravasi Bharatiya insurance policy of sorts, where if you do suffer a permanent injury or death, you get 10 lakh rupees. But this entire incident and the fact that incidents like this have taken place in the past, in the External Affairs Ministry, has this at all sparked a discussion about a need for more protection for workers, better living conditions for those who are in different countries abroad?
And in the recent years, the discussions have been more aggressive, and India has put forward the working conditions and the poor working condition of Indian workers. And in fact, with the globalization and much awareness, there have been pressure building on these construction companies or the oil refinery companies and the government also in these Gulf countries to provide basic amenities and better working condition, better contract agreements to these workers, social security, money, pay package, and everything. But having said that, while the situations have improved, it is not at par with the nationals of that country. For that matter, if a Kuwaiti nationals has been working in the same condition, it would not be possible. They are provided with much better pay compensation and social security than the countrymen from other Asian countries like Philippines, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or India, who their livelihood. The problem is that these diaspora or these workers class who in many of these countries are one of the largest remittance provider to the country. They contribute significantly with billions of dollars every year, and they contribute significantly in our GDP. And if you talk about Kerala, a huge population of Kerala goes to various Arab countries and they earn and they send back money, and that also contribute to the prosperity of these countries. So a government cannot ignore the plight of these workers, and they have to strongly raise the working conditions and the tragedy that has just struck, and we are witnessing what has happened in Kuwait. We already, our reporter was telling how the Kerala government has stopped some celebratory event, and they are organized. They have called in a cabinet meeting, and that kinds of explains the seriousness with which the government has been inactive and the emotional and the sentimental loss that the people in Kerala must have been feeling right now.
Just tell our audiences, Abhishek, Indians are the largest expatriate community in Kuwait. The numbers are quite stark, as you were touching on right now. If you look at the regional population of Kuwait versus the number of Indian laborers that you have there. Just tell us a little bit more right now of the kind of rights that they do have, the kind of access to medical help, for example, that they do have. If you are a worker who has been injured in this incident, what options do you have in front of you?
Well, they do provide some insurance. The contract agreement also provides some, medical insurances, and also the Kuwaiti government do come in help in such massive tragedy time. We have this time also when this incident has happened, we have seen Kuwaiti Interior Ministry swinging into action. The Kuwaiti Health Ministry is very much into action, and that is also because Indians have been there for several decades. In fact, more than 1 million force, 1 million diaspora live in Kuwait, and that is roughly about one fourth of the entire population of Kuwait. So about 4.5 million is the population of Kuwait, and 1 million of them are clearly Indian diaspora. Many of them are involved in construction business, oil and refinery, pharmaceutical, or IT, some blue collar jobs and white collar jobs. Both these Indians have been handling there for decades now. So there is a very goodwill among the Kuwaiti nationals or the Kuwaiti administration about the Indian nationals living in there. But of course, the contract agreements and the exploitation, the monetary exploitation by various private sector companies to these Indian workers, something that several times gets unnoticed, and whenever it comes to light, the government of Kuwait, or for that matter, other Gulf countries also, they have also taken action against these contract agreements. But several times, because of the need of these poor workers, they do not raise alarm, or they do not complain of their poor working condition to the authorities, and several times such incidences go unreported.